Starting in 1988, toy company Fisher-Price commissioned publisher GameTech to create a series of short, marginally educational games based on their Little People Play family line of toys. The early versions were simple, cylindrical pieces of wood carved and painted to look like little people, with plastic vehicles for them to play on, usually fitting in with an egg cup style formation. These games utilised the power of IBM's first graphics card with 16 kilobytes of memory and support for up to 4 colours, and its default PC speaker, originally designed to troubleshoot computer problems, which boffins then reprogrammed to create sounds and music. The first cab off the rank is Little People Bowling, which is the least educational but probably the most fun of the three I played. There are 2 difficulty options, one lets you aim and shoot with the arrow keys and spacebar, the other lets you control the strength and backswing of the ball. The educational side comes from the option of keeping your own score with some relatively simple addition. The game also corrects you if you decide to input the incorrect score, because it's a patronising bastard. If you stay in the same spot on the first difficulty level, you can get a strike almost every time, but the second difficulty level adds a bit more challenge in sending the ball wherever the fuck it likes. In all honesty, half the fun of playing these games came from learning how to input commands in the DOS prompt at 5 years old. This was a skill that kept me in PC gaming for a good number of years, at least until Windows 3.1 arrived. The second game is Firehouse Rescue, where you navigate several mazes as a junior firefighter and rescue the townsfolk from, well, nothing. There's no fires coming out from any of the buildings, there's barely even any scorch marks on most of them. It could come down to the programmers being too busy to animate 2 frames of fire sprites, but I like to think it's because the townsfolk walk up the stairs, realise the wooden stumps they have for legs just flat out don't work, and they have to call for help rather than tumbling back down the stairs and looking like idiots. I don't mind in the slightest, as it keeps me busy for work and lets me rise up the ranks fairly quickly. On that note, the difficulty levels slowly increase the complexity of the mazes, add a 50-second time limit to get through the maze, and finally add keys that let you get into each property. After completing each level, you earn a new rank, which you've likely given to yourself, being the only member of the fire department, and after a hard day's work, you pat yourself on the back and head home. Fuck! The third and final game is School Bus Driver, which sums it up pretty well. You can pick up as many as you want at one time, as long as all 6 of them get there. The animation has jumped up a little bit, with at least 2 frames of animation for the cows, chickens, and dogs in the surrounding areas. And because there's no coppers on the road this time of morning, you can do burnouts like a fully sick cat. The kids fucking love it. Level 1 has the kids parked in the same places, Level 2 randomises where they are, Level 3 adds a 5-minute time limit, and Level 4 adds bullshit obstacles on the road. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing these as a kid. It taught me the basics of running PC games and also the joys of interactivity, being able to change something on the screen with the push of a button, which truly kickstarted my imagination. Strangely, while I was recording this footage, I was never able to find the last kid on Level 4. Not really sure why.